Pepe coin holders, we got a video for you guys today. We're going to talk about Pepe breaking a very important support level that should be sounding some alarm bells. And we're going to be talking about that because I think that it's very important. Is this a trap or is this the beginning to a further breakdown? We're going to be talking about that. Welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Black C. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, we're going to start off here on the Pepe chart. And if you can see, if you've been watching the Crypto Report for a while now, you guys know what I'm going to be talking about. Look at the bullish trend line, guys. It is getting broken below. We saw a wick all the way down to 4 zeros, 5 zeros, 9662. And we are below the bullish support trend, okay? This is concerning to me, but I really want to preface this all and say, in the fourth and final phase of the 4-year cycle for crypto, it is the most trappy, the most volatile behavior, okay? And if you look at this, you can see, like, I would not be surprised if this is a bear trap. I would not be surprised if we chop around a little bit below this, considering where Bitcoin's headed here. We had the FOMC meeting. Jerome kept the rates paused. There was no pivot to quantitative easing. I will not be surprised to see this be a trap, though, because I do think Jerome will pivot, and I do think Jerome will cut rates in 2025, but maybe just not in Q3, guys. And Q3 tends to be a very sluggish time for crypto, but I just want to sound some alarm bells because, yes, this could break down lower. And if we do start to see daily, weekly candle closures below it, I think it's very important to be looking at the weekly time frame here. If you see a weekly candle closure below this trend line here, in the next 3 days and 21 hours, I would be saying, hey, guys, look out below. This is probably one big head and shoulders like this. There's a shoulder, there's a head, there's a shoulder. You know, we're seeing a lot of this type of price action play out on a lot of alts right now, but I think that you should be prepared for this to come and break down and test 5 zeros, 6585, which would be a drawdown of about 40% from where we're at. I think that's very possible and plausible to be looking for the price to break down to if this is not a trap. And I think there's a good chance that this is a bear trap. But you look at the lower time frames and you can see that we're starting to see closures below it. But guys, like I said, I really need to preface it and say that this is the final phase of the bull market cycle, and this is where the most trappy behavior will happen. I did open a little bit of a short on Pepe right now, very short-term short, because I think this behavior is going to be very trappy. It's a 20x short, $178 trade. We're up about 2.69%. Guys, I'm making money on the way up and on the way down with Pepe. I still believe Pepe is the chosen meme. I think that if we do break down from here, it will open up fantastic buying opportunities for Pepe. I think it's the chosen meme coin. I think it's here to stay. But guys, I am a altcoin trader and a Bitcoin investor. If you guys do want to trade some altcoins, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign-up bonus to Blowfin. Click the link, deposit Trailbit. You get a bunch of free money, guys. Take advantage of this volatility. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing and my thoughts on this market. This is educational purposes only. You understand? If you're leverage trading, you can lose money, guys, all right? But I'm taking advantage of this opportunity. I think that people are pretty upset that Jerome hasn't cut rates. I think it's really late. I think it's really, really late, and I think that we're seeing it play out in the overarching macroeconomics of the world. I think we're seeing a lot of people in pain. Retail doesn't have money, and I think that we're in a Bitcoin-only bull market. I think it's an institutional-driven bull market for the time being. You see Bitcoin dominance continuing to rally, 64%, excluding stablecoins, 66%, guys. I expect this to continue to rally for the rest of Q3, okay? So, Pepe's at rank 28, down about 16.25% in the past 7 days, getting a little baby bounce here, up about 1.22% in the past 24 hours. We're sitting at below a $5 billion market cap at $4.34 billion. Guys, I expect some swift, sharp moves here. I expect some volatility here. Like, you look at this, I would not be surprised. Like, there's a chance, yeah, that this is complete, that this was the impulse wave to the downside. But when you look at Market Cipher, it looks like the money flow wants to turn red. And the momentum wave looks like it's not done yet. It looks like this needs to populate to the downside. The VWAP is to the downside. We haven't seen any red dots populate and haven't seen any green dots populate as well. But it does look like we need to see this kind of chop around here a little bit longer below the bullish support line. This is like the very important trend line that we are breaking below. Like, can we go below it? Yes. Can we stay below it and make a move to the upside? I would be cautious on the short term if that does play out. But in the meantime, guys, I am opening up some shorts. Not anything crazy, not any big six-figure shorts or anything like that, but just some high leverage scalping. Like, let's see what we're in the red right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll have a stop loss of above like 4010. If we flip this back to support, I'm going to be flipping long again, guys. Like, that's the name of the game, guys. I am a altcoin trader and a Bitcoin investor, okay? If the chart shows me that there's a short opportunity, I'm going to short. If the chart shows me a long opportunity, I'm going to long. And below the support, guys, I'm going to short a little bit. And like I said, I still believe, like, I'm not going to make this position large at all, because there is a high chance that this is a bear trap and then we turn and flip this back to support. So be wary, guys. If you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is still bullish. We're still chopping around. I expect the chop for the rest of Q3, June, July, August, guys, okay? And I think that there's a high likelihood that we do chop around here for a little while. And my only invalidation really before that would be if the month of June closes above like $107,000, $108,000 in the monthly candle closure, which, guys, we have basically 12 days left. Like, that's a significant amount of time for a lot of price action to happen. But regardless, there's a lot of moving parts happening right now. Bitcoin is a little bit shaky on the lower term time frames. But, guys, you look at the monthly time frames, you still have a green dot on the momentum wave above the 60 line. Money flow thick and green. We're probably still going up in 2025, guys. I think Q4 should be pretty bullish. But in the meantime, don't be surprised if we have some chop. Don't be surprised if some shorts are going to be profiting, because I'm not going to be surprised as well if this gets liquidated or if I get stopped out. I'm going to raise my stop loss to, like I said, above 4010. If we can flip this bullish support back into support, not treating it resistance, then I'm going to be looking for more long scalps, guys. That's all I've been doing. I've been high leverage scalping on Pepe, and I think that there's a good opportunity there. So, guys, if you like some of my content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. I know that you don't like to see Pepe breaking down below support, but, guys, there's opportunities when you see support get broken and resistance get broken. There's opportunities in both ends of it. That's all I got. If you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.